Okay, welcome back to another Pot of Greed game. It's been a long time since we have the last replay, so let's look over this.
Radiant team pick. Radiant team pick.
Alright, I believe we get to see our boy Welshy Axe again and
Radiant team
Breakfast
ban.
Phoenix
Radiant team. Dire team.
and some Anna Void Spirit.
Choose your hero.
Oh,
Radiant
it's actually kind
team
of funny
pick.
because the puck actually survived until the last phase, cause usually at least I believe in these times, puck is still
10
considered a
seconds
first phase
remaining.
ban or a first phase pick because it's that important.
5 seconds
But then
remaining.
people sometimes also counter it by second picking Shaman and Lion. But I think most teams will be confident with first picking puck.
You may now select your hero.
All right, so right here we're gonna see that the die is going to be 5-man ganking. I'm sticking up for the bounty rune fight. Let's try to look for the void spirit perspective.
The battle begins.
Okay, so for carry in most of these games, carries level 1 usually won't be able to contribute much in the 1v1 fights unless you're a Juggernaut or someone else. So the best thing carry can do is actually most carry likes to walk around here and steal the rune because
The battle
it's
begins.
actually very easy to walk towards this part because most people will focus on the rune fights. So in most cases, the carry will either get the bounty rune uncontested, or at most there will only be like one person taking the bounty rune. And as a Void Spirit, you can't really contribute much to level 1 fight, so that's what you ideally want to do. Okay,
Some things
so
were
I did
just
not
not
get.
meant to be.
I'm not sure who to focus on, so I'll just try to focus on everyone in this game. I'm actually interested to see the void, the faces of void, the Ana faces of void over here. Okay, all right. I believe the sentry you might have you the sent the backup sentry is actually good to block, but I believe you don't have to wait until the laning stage starts. It's actually okay to like walk from the start or like after team fight. You just walk here, just block it on the way. As for Naya over here, because as for Naya, because Oracle's first skill is actually very important. It's 100 mana. Is actually kind of decent, but the damage is 100 over here. So it would actually be very good if Naya level 1 he actually focused the first skill on the range creep. Cause originally Oracle's not really 1v1 hero, but it's actually a very great laning hero because of the AoE and because of AoE, the AoE, the root, the damage. So over here, I believe the Oracle should have focused on the range creep. Then it would definitely give a good EXP boost. And yeah, so basically most Oracles level 1, like the moment you go in the lane as an off laner, you can already hear him charging the Fortune's Favor already. Like even from the trees, you already know it's coming on. So basically so I guess over here uh yeah, I guess for Oracle in this case, like the longer you hold your first skill, then the more the offlane won't feel pressured. So in this case, like you really want to keep to abuse your skill over here to make sure that the offlane is low, and you make sure you want to make him pop salves and maybe force some regens over here. If not over here, you can see that DK is going for the Vanguard. So if you make him constantly low, then he'll be forced to buy small items like Magic Stick, boots, and he wouldn't be able to rush whatever items he wants over here. So over here as for Naya, I, I just feel like you're holding your first skill too long, too long. You 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 really want to be using your first skill, even if it's just to harass them. So 30 seconds into laning stage, you only pop it like 10 minutes, so you can actually pop like like 3 or 4 fortune's favor already, and the Centaur's HP would have been like at least 50 or 60% constant. Yeah, and then for the Oracle, like you want to be moving towards your small camp around 145. So as Oracle, like basically every time before you move to small camp, you want to be like giving them a huge damage before you move. So in that case, you know that you have an impact in the game. Like over here, you want to be right clicking them, and then you want to be using your Fortune's Favor, making them low, and then you want to start moving over here to stack your small camp. And one of the and one of the reason is one of the main reasons for that is that because you want to make them low. So let's say in 145 over here, if you make the Venge low over here by using your Fortune's Favor, then and then 145, and then you want to pull at 155 roundish. Then by pulling, at the time your Fortune's Favor, your cooldown would almost be down already. So even if the Venge comes to contest you, you would your first skill as Oracle would be out again. So the Venge would have to take a huge damage. And now we're looking back at Welshy. Welshy seems to be playing a lot of Axe. I actually expect them to start banning this hero. Okay, so going against a range hero is kind of rough in the laning stage, but but it's act but it's actually like what most range hero don't like is that they like for range hero like Luna and Draw Ranger, what they like is that they like to the lane to be over here, so they can be picky. They can actually like choose to right click the creeps or right click the heroes at any time. So Axe in this case over here, what Axe can do against the range hero is actually very valuable to start cutting the wave and let the creeps actually just play in their face over here. So in this case, Luna Tusk is actually a pretty strong lane, but but in this case, the Phoenix really have to be babysitting the Axe properly and make sure that the Tusk and Luna don't start to gank up at him. And another way to prevent them from ganking up at him is the Phoenix harassment. As you can see, the five spirits over here, so basically, what you want to do as a Phoenix is you want to make sure that they are constantly at like 50, 60%, so they wouldn't want to jump on the axe. Yeah, so here we see that they pull the small camp, so I expect the axe to start walking to this lane over here because this is what they want. No, so they didn't do it because yeah. So over here, I think it's one of a big uh it's actually one of the high risk, high reward plays, but I think it should be fine because the task is still level 1 over here, and the Luna will be constantly having to deal with the crit wave over here. So if the Axe is actually at this point over here, then then he can just spin like a helicopter, and then the Luna will have two choices. So the Luna two choices will be either to start jumping on the Axe over here and try to kill him to get the task because because that's what the Tusk want to do, or he would choose to run the creep wave. So either way, if he jumps on the Axe over here, I mean like yeah, either way, if the Luna try to jump on Axe over here, it's actually kind of a 50-50 play because uh because first of all like you can't guarantee that the Luna gets a kill over here, and because you have the Phoenix protecting him, and second of all, if the Luna jumps on the attempt to jump on the Axe, then he'll be missing this creep wave over here. So it'll be a very hard play. So as an Axe over here, I think it will be much more valuable if you start cutting the wave over here at level 2. And and also one of the main reasons for that is because Pheonix over here is a EXP hungry hero. So if the axe just constantly cut the hero, then I believe your axe hero will be like level 3 at this point, and your Phoenix will be 2.5 over here. So you really ought to abuse that spin as axe and cutting the wave over here. Right. There's nothing going on right now because yeah. So how did axe get so low? Okay, so over here, like I explained early on, the Luna wants to be playing in this lane because he can choose, because it's very for him to harass the Axe and farm creep wave at the same time. So basically, if the Axe is over here, then Luna will be shoved in by all the creeps, so it'll be very hard for the Luna to rotate. And even if he does, he will be in the face of the creep, so the Dire or the Phoenix and X itself will constantly have vision on the Luna. Yeah, so I believe if the Axe be over here taking the creep wave, Phoenix will be level 2, the Axe wouldn't be so low, and the Luna would constantly have creep wave in his face. So by not so it's because I can see that you guys didn't take that approach. So right now you're kind of like going for a 50-50 play as an axe. You're trying to farm against a Luna which have high base damage, which is not which is basically like a Luna favorite over here. Yeah, so over here it's kind of rough already at this point. Yeah, yeah. So over here it's kind of rough because the task is level 3, and one of the main reason one of the main reasons the task got level 3 is because the crit wave is constantly over here. So because of that the Axe and the Phoenix didn't get much EXP ahead of the Luna and the Tusk. But if the Axe just constantly clear the crit wave over here and maybe he can get some free neutral cubes as well, then the Phoenix and the Axe would definitely be much higher XP than him. Very interesting play. Oh, good play by my boss. Actually, the big brain plays. So laning stage, like I mentioned earlier, it's kind of 50-50 at bottom, and at the top lane, I think could do better, like Naya's mana pool. I think he can. I think Naya should abuse his skills to pressure them to be constantly at 50% HP. Then they won't be able to jump on them. They won't be able to pressure the void that often. Yeah, so my tip for top is that I mean like Void can't really do much unless the enemy is low HP. So my tip for top is that Oracle he should be spamming his spells more in this case, and maybe get a magic stick so like this thing is full of magic spells.
First blood. First
Wait,
blood.
what happened there? Naya didn't pop his spells. Wait, what happened?
Blood.
Didn't click him. One record.
First blood.
Oh, I actually don't know why Naya didn't pop his spells over here. Oh, he did afterwards, but it should avoid. I mean, that's unfortunate, honestly. Okay, so over here, like we see something happen in the mid. Oh, what the hell? Okay, so over here we see a Q potential and that is 6 minutes bounty rune. 6 minutes no sorry 6 minutes starting to get power rune over here. So this is the pack level 6 spike. The moment you get a call, you want to be using immediately, and the Tusk gang together with the pack to make use of his power. Good play from the Radiant. And this is even better play over here from Rock Boss. You get the magic infused raindrop to survive, to have more survivability, and good. And this is actually a good rotation from the Pheonix as well. For the Leshrac over here, might be good to get some magic wand as well. But at this point it's kind of late, so it's either you get it early game, or you don't get it at all. So that was actually good play. You actually got the core kills, the Tusk and the pack kill over there for the Pheonix and the Leshrac. Oh, that's actually a very interesting skill build over here, because you usually want to have most people would go for level 2 or level 3 split earth into Diabolic Edict, because that's actually what Leshrac is known for. He's known for his tower for his tower pushing capabilities. So by that, like basically Leshrac can just press R in the lane, shove in the lane, and it starts rotating bottom, and then basically when Leshrac reach bottom already, then the pack will still be dealing with the creep wave at mid, and Leshrac can start to pressure the lane over here, especially with catapult wave over here. Like this wave will definitely go down very fast over here, but something happened at bottom. They made a good play jumping on the Axe. What happened to Luna? Luna went to... Why did he leave lane? He died. No, he didn't. Like Luna was doing good, but for some reason he left the lane without having his bottom items. Okay, so mid lane is happening. Is a Tusk left him? Yeah, kind of rough.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, personally, I feel like
Radiant's
Luna
middle
should have
tower
gotten his
is under attack.
mask by now. I think it's
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I think I might just take
Radiant's bottom Radiant's is under attack or fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
so good dash
Radiant's bottom
for the
tower
Axe
has fallen.
and the finish.
A prize.
Knowing that they are
Radiant's
strong
bottom
and
tower
making
is
it
under
get
attack.
call way. Good face quicks over here. Yeah, run at them, literally. Something happened. Okay, so Leshrac shove the wave into power room.
Radiant's bottom tower
haste
is
runes.
under attack.
To try to make a gang. Oh, too close. Too close. Lions. Cause I I rather that the I rather that the void he wait for the Leshrac to spawn again before using the Chronosphere. Cause 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 you're definitely not saving anyone over here. Like Leshrac's already dead. Oh, you're saving the Oracle over here. Mm, that's because
Radiant's top
I
tower is
because
under
I
attack.
believe like even if Oracle die over here, and then by the creep wave, like by the time the creep wave reach the top tier 1 tower, the Oracle will be spawned again. So if the Void actually kept his Chronosphere, because Chronosphere has a 160 seconds cooldown, so it's actually damn a lot. So yeah, so for the Radiant Order, they want to be transitioning into the tier 1
Radiant's
tower at
bottom
top,
tower
and one of
is
the main
under
reason is
attack.
because Void doesn't have Chronosphere. So over here, I don't really know why the Radiant is moving towards the other lane right now, because I feel like the Dire, like first of all, Pheonix is level 4, he doesn't have egg. Orca is level 6, he's only there to save. But and Leshrac is concert, but one of the big skill here is a Chronosphere to set up. So I believe for the Radiant over here, they want to be jumping on the tier 1 tower right now. Yeah, so it's kind of like back to a farming phase over here, because yeah, so for Void, once you use your Chronosphere, you already force yourself to be farming for the next 2 minutes over here.
missing.
And Axe have been free farming over here. Punching quick way. Yeah, okay, so this quick wave over here, you definitely need more heroes in this point over here. Uh, for more heroes, I think that the Axe should be able to like what Axe can do over here is to shove in the lane more often, and then move to middle again to connect with teammate. Because if you shove the bottom quick wave, then you will constantly see at least one hero at the bottom. So that's a free information over there by free farming over there. So over here, you like the Oracle and the Leshrac try to achieve something by doing something as 2 men, which is very unfortunate because I believe you need at least 3 or 4 heroes in the mid lane over here. And yeah, Pheonix need a tome, 10 minutes tome, because Pheonix is EXP hungry, so giving the top lane to him is actually fine.
Illusion.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, so at this point the axe is insanely farm. 11 minutes. Blink Dagger is actually a very good timing for Welshy.
Radiant's middle
Oh,
tower
okay,
has
so
fallen.
good play by top.
Radiant's
They're
top
actually
tower
crashing
is
the top
under
wave for using the egg and making use of the catapult wave. Okay, eventually the Leshrac has the mid tower. Okay, so over here, okay, good awareness by the axe. Okay, he even bought his own smoke. Very impressive. Right, yeah. Oh, here Welshy bought his own smoke. Very good play. Very good play. He wants to make sure the axe over here. He wants to make sure that he pop his blink reveal on a core hero. So over here is kind of unfortunate because like we mentioned in a lot of videos, like every time you want to smoke, you want to be holding observer ward. So over here, if you actually get to plant a ward, you can actually see the park, and then you won't have to worry about moving up here. Yeah, so over here, like the X is kind of in a tough spot because he have to show his blink reveal by jumping into the fog. Yeah, yeah, it's actually pretty tough because you didn't hold the observer wall at this point.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate, but actually good play by the Axe over there. Being very active with the smoke, I like that a lot. but it's just very unfortunate that he did not have the Observer Ward. Because for the Phoenix Egg, I think if it's there, then it's good. But I think that you should have enough damage still, like just enough damage to kill a core hero.
Dire's
A puck,
middle tower
even.
is under attack.
Yeah, very unfortunate. Didn't have the ward, but good play by the Axe.
Dire's top tower
Yeah,
is under attack.
so right now you have a smoke again. So your choice over here, as an Axe, your Blink Dagger is still fresh, so you want to be constantly using it for the next 2 or 3 minutes. So what I suggest is that you
Dire's
don't
top
stop the
tower
rape train.
is
You
under
know,
attack.
you just want to you want to be smoking with your teammates over here. Like I have a smoke, I see. Yeah, so I believe the Axe game plan over here, he wants to constantly defend tower. He got blink. So in order to do this, you need your teammates with you. Over here, he has Chronosphere, but the Void did have Chronosphere, but he didn't have TP Scroll. And I think yeah, okay, so yeah, so Leshrac over here, I think what they should do, like if they don't have TP Scroll, you want to be shoving wave and connect to your Axe, cause right now Axe with the Blink Dagger is your tempo controller. You want to be making full use of that. And Naya should be connecting with his teammate, but I think he wants to be stacking over here. Oh, he's not. Oh, he moved to tier 2. Okay.
Radiant's middle
Well,
tower
sorry,
is
then.
under attack.
Run from death.
Oh, what? He solo smoke like that. And
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Doesn't run
unfortunate
from
because I think the Axe over here he should just constantly stay in the trees because first of all no one is showing the mid lane, the Leshrac shaft bottom, no one is contesting the void, so it's kind of like a 90% chance that they want the tier 1 tower, and then the other 10% is they want the
Radiant's
Roche,
middle tower
but the
is
Roche
under attack.
capability right now is not very high, so you're kind of like walking in the vision. Yeah, you're playing into the vision right now. So that's a very ballsy move by that. So because of this death, I believe they get a free tower. Yeah, they got a free tower over there. So unfortunate, very unfortunate. Yeah. So the top tier 1 over there, you definitely as an Axe, you definitely would have make full use of your blink into fighting. But I think that communication wise, I think that yeah, I think there might be a miscommunication that your Leshrac or your teammates did not connect with you to the top wave over there. So to the point where you kind of just got carefree and you kind of walk over there. I don't really know what's the point over there. What was the point of walking there? Because you because like so because at this point when at the top wave here. Yeah, because when you're at the top wave here, you what you want to be doing is is to just wait out until that hero shows. So it will definitely be like a 10 to 30 seconds waiting game over there. So it's kind of yeah. So that mistake can kind of happen as well. Okay, the Axe spawn again. Leshrac died. And now they want to, and now we see the Radiant pressuring over here. Okay, so that's Pheonix, that's Chronosphere. You guys are definitely able to fight this over here, but what you're lacking over here is probably a mid vision. So if you guys if you can get to plant a ward here at the start of the fight, then it would be great. Yeah, so very okay. This is very good thing, very good thing combo. But yeah, you're lacking the magic damage, which is on the Leshrac. Leshrac is just one. But combo wise, like you guys definitely have very good teamwork, good Chronosphere, very good Chronosphere over here to save the egg. it's just unfortunate that your main damage dealer at this point of the game is not there. Oh, but it's actually like actually destroying them still. But but timing wise, yeah, the timing wise is just unfortunate because the Leshrac was still spawning when the Axe wants to go in. Because if the Axe doesn't go in, then the tier 1 would have been down. Okay, so right now the Void is on a downtime again for 2 minutes. And yeah, at this point the Axe Blink Dagger is like nothing to be scared of, so he wants to be looking towards his next item. So for the Axe Blade Mail over here is actually definitely very big, so you don't have to be scared of the Luna, but I think what you want to be looking towards is the snowball, depending on how good he is. But you definitely can but once you get the blink dagger on the axe, you definitely isn't really scared of the Luna. You can definitely want to jump him while popping your plate mail because of the Luna's
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
base damage. It's going for a Maelstrom.
Radiant's top tower has been denied. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
A prize.
Okay, so you have egg, you have smoke, you want to smoke. You have everything up right now. That's even a Chronosphere. But the Maelstrom is coming over there. Oh, good vision for the part.
Stay near.
What happened? How did Oh. Too rush. That was very too rush. Yep. Definitely could have been cleaner.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, so at this point you use an egg, so yeah, it's definitely time to back off. You still have Chronosphere, but you don't have egg, so it's kind of rough. Okay, but Leshrac, yeah, it's kind of a tough spot to Chronosphere and let your Leshrac do damage unless the Chronosphere is very good. Because like your main combo for your Chronosphere here is your Pheonix Egg and your Sunray. So the Shrek here is kind of awkward for him to pop his damage over here. But what I would recommend is back off fully. But this is still a good attempt. But I don't think the Axe has a blade mail. No, the Axe didn't have a blade mail in this fight. So yeah, so jumping on the Luna is actually kind of rough for the Axe. Yeah, so I rather you guys like back off completely, just leave the Pheonix as the only casualty, and then jump again with the
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Chronosphere. But in this case, I believe that you put all your eggs in one basket, so your void is down again for another 2 minutes.
Got it.
Okay, so I believe 2 minutes has passed. No, 1 minute plus, almost 2 minutes. Okay, so the Axe has a blade mail. Pheonix egg is up. Okay, so best case scenario for the support here is that yeah, you either want to be staying in the trees or you want to be staying high ground. You don't want to be standing over here in full vision because there's a lot of chance that the Radiant will put wards like this or wards like basically in front or behind your tier 2. So by standing in between them, even when the crit wave is pushed, is actually kind of bad. So you gotta be aware of the wards. So you either put a sentry to reward them, or you try your best on the show. Yeah, so what you want to be doing is playing in the trees, play under your own wards over here. You don't want to be standing I mean, like, standing behind the Leshrac is correct, but you want to be standing smartly. Yeah, so over here, for example, even the Leshrac showing, like if the Radiant was over here smoke, you would jump onto the Pheonix straight away, and then it would be kind of tough. So
Dire's
Okay,
top
so your game
tower
plan
is
here,
under
you have
attack.
Chronosphere, but you definitely can't wait for the BKB before the next fight. But you definitely know that they took their top jungler.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Okay, we got Naya egg, we got Naya egg. I mean, we got egg into the actually very good Chronosphere. Good hard Chronosphere. You don't even have to use the Oracle ult.
Dire's top tower
Wait,
is under
how did you
attack.
get that?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh wait, the fucked up over here. He didn't even get a pop with silence. So basically over here, the Vengeful speed just grief his teammates. He just swap an axe in without. Yeah, so I guess over here that's bad communication for the Radiant, because like the axe definitely would be silenced over there, and if you're silenced, it would definitely be tough, and then the puck would definitely leap over there and get a pop on coils. Yeah, so that was the Radiant's mistake over there. Okay, good roleplay, good roleplay. Getting 4 kills into getting 4 objectives. You do have Chronosphere, so your only initiation here is your Axe, and you still have the Oracle ulti. Yeah, you do have the Chronosphere and the egg as well. So farming is fine, like farming, getting Aegis and farming for the first 2 minutes is actually fine before moving towards. But what you want to be doing is farming is fine, but you want to be controlling the crew wave. You have to be farming aggressively. You have to be constantly pushing wave for more farming. So this good play, you are picking up the Aegis, your Leshrac is holding the Aegis. And this is actually a good, wow, the like Luna over here is actually
Dire's structures are
blocking your
fortified.
tier 3 tower. So over here I think you didn't apply enough pressure by shoving in the wave. Because yeah, by having the Aegis you want to farm, you're correct, but you want to farm aggressively, and that's by pushing the crit wave. So you basically don't want everyone to be farming the jungle. Okay, so over here you want to yeah, you want to fight, but you want to be waiting for next item timing on the void. That's your BKB.
Interesting.
Yep. So over here, I believe this is your next item timing. A BKB on the void. So this is a good time to smoke as well together with the Leshrac. Together with the Aegis and the Leshrac. Yeah. So this is what they do. Like they kind of mirror. Like basically when the Radiant push this one side, while the Radiant push this one side, and then both teams were like respectively TP to their own safe lane. So basically when they TP means that they're stuck in the lane. So over here the void has a BKB, so it's because they TP to the bottom lane, so I think it's a good time to start smoking and jumping to this lane right now if you want to fight. Because right now you definitely have the upper hand. You definitely have the upper hand because you have the Aegis. So you definitely want to be fighting. You don't want to be going for a 50-50 trade play against a Luna over here. You want to be using an Aegis. Yeah, so I think over here I think it's a good time to smoke together with your BKB and like go to bottom.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, trading is okay.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
The triangle ward could be better.
Radiant's
Could
top
be-
tower is under attack.
Yeah, it could be either on this spot, that spot, or this spot. But either way, it's hard for the axe to play like this. It's hard for the axe to play in that position in the dark. Cause first of all, you didn't even put any. Oh, they actually have a ward. Yeah. So basically, like the moment when you get a triangle, you want to be instantly taking control of this place by dewarding the area. So over here, the axe all this while, the axe was playing under the Radiant tower. I mean the axe was playing under the Radiant ward. So so that's a very rough spot over here. So I believe the teammate should be more towards taking control of this spot by dewarding
Radiant's
it.
top tower is under attack.
Yeah, so all this while the Axe was in their vision. So I believe the Radiant have no pressure at all.
Dire's structures are
Oh
fortified.
wait, no, the Tusk planted was later on. But that's really good for the Radiant because they plant the ward after like the fight started. Oh, good aim combo. BKB. That's premature of Oracle ulti from Naya over there because no one's dying. No one, no one is dying at that point. Yeah, the void definitely wasn't dying. The Oracle ulti could have been better. Could have been better.
It is no
Yeah. I think over here, like the BKB on the void is very valued because like no one can kill the void other than the Luna, Eclipse. If you want, if you're talking about burst damage. Yeah, so I believe if Naya didn't rush on his ulti, then the Axe would have still be alive. Still, either way. So we want to buy back on the puck.
Radiant's top tower. Radiant's middle tower is
So
under attack.
yep. So your last you use your last Aegis on the top tier 2 and the team fight happened. And it goes mostly in your favor, but the team fight could have been better. So right now, Void is down again for another 2 minutes. So I believe your next objective here, your next timing here is is either the BKB timing or the Roche. So that's your objective right now. You want to be looking towards your next objective. So I believe at this point is actually BKB, so you can jump on whoever in the game and he can't die at all. So
Radiant's middle is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
yeah, so
Dire's top
at this
tower
point I
is
think that you're kind of getting outmaneuvered because of the rat of the split push.
Radiant's middle tower
I
is under
think
attack.
the reason why you guys lost this game is because you don't premature like set up yeah you don't really send a hero to set up on your lane. Like for example, Axe it would be great if the Axe like TP into the trees right now and start to set up for his teammate. But instead you're going for the 50-50 play, that is you're trading the tier 3 for tier 3 against a Luna. And again you don't want to be trading towers against a Luna. That's kind of like the worst thing you can do. Because your hero is kind of like a tempo controller with the Axe.
Invisibility.
Yeah, so jumping blindly over here is definitely hard for the Axe to play with.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Dire's top barracks are under attack. Dire's top
Yeah. So over here, I believe the Axe should have TP'd earlier. So with that, the like basically a +1, either the Void Chronosphere or the Leshrac magic damage would definitely stop get
Radiant's
good
middle
enough to get a
tower is
kill.
under attack.
So over here, you guys got a kill either way.
Dire's Radiant's
Yeah. So this is communication wise. So over here, like you already know that the Void
Radiant's middle
is
tower is under attack.
the Void acts as TP top. So over here, I think it's communication wise that you really want to be disengaging, because right now it's kind of like 4v3 at the mid lane over here, at the mid to bottom lane. But in exchange for this kill, in exchange for the Leshrac, and the Pheonix kill, you get the Luna kill. But it definitely could have been cleaner over here. Like yes, you basically know. So over here, I suggest that if your Axe wants to be defending the
Dire's
lane
top
or
barracks are
catching the
under
lane,
attack.
then you definitely want to be watching him, and you definitely want to be kind of like disengaging at the same time. So because of that play, because I believe that the Axe play over there is pretty okay. So I think that the mid part over here, like the Leshrac and the Pheonix and like basically those two heroes should like definitely be ready to disengage.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's turret has been Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Okay, moving on. Okay, you're going on. You're going for Skadi against Butterfly Luna. I kind of rather you go MKB straight away. Because no one else can kill the Luna. Unless the blade mail here is actually very big.
Axe is grateful.
Very good. Alpha. Okay. For some reason you guys like the Void and the Pheonix actually constantly pop the egg burst here pretty consistently. Right? Actually a very good play for them.
Double damage.
Oh, you even got it. But you definitely want to be watching towards the Roche. And okay, so over here at this point, basically when you're able to play like this in like near the enemy tier 2 tower, it means that you have the triangle control as well. So you definitely want to be putting a ward either here or here because you know your next objective is Roche. But over here you don't know that. But basically whenever you have the when you have the chance to get the triangle, you should really take it. But I'm not sure where the wards are.
Come and get it.
For some reason there's a task at top. Yeah, so over here you definitely want to be communicating on the Roche. Oh, you can't.
Dire are scanning.
Yeah. So one thing I see over here that's very hard to take over here is that the Dire is definitely having a hard team fight because first of all they don't have any wards. You don't have any wards here, you don't have any wards here, you don't have any wards in the triangle as well. So the Dire over here is fighting in the dark. As for the Radiant over here, they have a ward over here. They're fighting with a ward so they can see everyone. But the Dire, because if the Dire put a ward over here, then they can definitely see the back lines. Then you can definitely play the team fight better. Yeah. So I think that you lost the advantage over here is because you didn't I'm not sure where the wards went, but there's basically no wards in the triangle first of all, and then there's no wards. Then yeah, there's basically no wards in the team fight. So over here you can see that the Radiant actually plant two wards over here when they're fighting. So yeah, so for the Dire, that's what you actually want to be doing as well. You want to be planting what you want to be fighting under a ward.
Roshan has fallen to the
So
Radiant.
over there is I believe that main reason you lost that team fight is because you're fighting under the fog. So I think that if either supports plant a ward here while they're fighting, the odds of you winning the team fight would definitely be higher. Yeah, because of that,
Dire's middle tower.
second Roche kind of rough right now, and because of that, yeah, they force a glyph kind of easily. So all they do not have to do is sit. Okay, then again, good chronosphere combo by the Pheonix. Actually, very good play. I actually never see someone pop this so consistently. How do you get this? Big props to Greco over there. very ballsy Pheonix egg and very good transfer from the Chronosphere.
Nature provides everything.
But either way, Age is down.
It's like,
So, yeah. Axe deals so much damage against the Luna, but he gets to kind of much.
even mountains to dust.
May you ride on nether zephyrs.
I think okay, you guys should just. I think over here, you guys shouldn't challenge the Luna because first of all, he's not going for any objectives yet. So I think it's okay if you just chill at the fountain and wait for him to go on the another objective. Cause basically, uh, uh so basically like whenever the Luna jumps on the or even siege the tier 3 itself, then Axe can very easily jump on the Luna and for the Dire you can actually pop your DPS on him very easily. But for some reason I think you challenge the Luna over here.
May you ride on
You're
nether
trying to be OG.
zephyrs.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
What?
Radiant's
Now what?
middle tower is under attack. Are scared. Dire's bottom tower is
But
under
in
attack.
exchange of that,
Has fallen.
in exchange for the Luna death, he got the buyback, sir. He got a buyback from. He got buyback from almost everyone. Okay, you want to smoke with the Chronosphere, but Naya's dead, unfortunately. So over here, when you're playing behind, it means that yeah. So when you're playing behind, you want to be putting wards in your own triangle. Actually, oh my god, you guys actually pop your Pheonix egg with the Chronosphere so consistently. It's actually like a 80%. That's actually pretty big. So much damage if you pop the Chronosphere. Egg combo.
Radiant's middle tower
That's actually very
Radiant
good.
structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Okay, Luna TP'd. Pheonix TP'd as well. So you're playing 4v4 over here. Okay, okay. So here's what I suggest that what you should do. So I'm sure that you always have meet this kind of situation where you lose a Rex and then the enemy creep wave is like in your base over here. So you definitely want to send a hero back, right? So what you can do is kind of like after you force a buyback, you want to disengage and play the triangle over there, over the high ground. And then the Pheonix wants to be connecting to his teammate after defending the wave. I think over here I think Naya could definitely pop more spells. I think he's just waiting for one moment. I think over here he can definitely pop some Fortune's End and make some damage with his third skill, Purifying Flames. Yeah, it's like he plays a hero just press R. No offense. I think Naya could definitely contribute more DPS to the Axe call over there, definitely. Yeah, I mean like don't forget that everyone uses buybacks over here. Yeah, so
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under Dire's
it is
middle
kind of
tower. Dire's middle barracks has fallen. Dire's tower has fallen.
yeah. So one thing that they should that the game of Dota always goes is that is that like at some point you will be able to defend your base by committing more buybacks, and by doing that like a lot of people make a mistake by straight away challenging them in their own high ground. So that's where they can fight 5v5. But in that case, it's more favorable for the opponent team. That's because they can pop buyback as well, and they can catch you. And then as for the Dire, you're kind of like playing on one life because you already use your buyback, and then you're challenging them in their own high ground. So your best case scenario for after you catch a buyback, I mean, like for after you pop your buyback, because like the scenario over here is you pop a buyback and you get a kill. So what you want to be doing is kind of not getting is kind of not going for the objective straight, but kind of like but best case scenario over here is that you get an extra kill or two. So you want to be picking them off instead of challenging them straight into 5v4 or 5v5 fight. So over there, yeah, you're kind of like playing on one health over there, or I mean one life. You basically challenge them. You basically challenge them into the high ground with one life. So basically, when you die, it's kind of over already. So what I suggest you did before you go to high ground is to definitely force buyback. And once you force buyback, you should retreat to the triangle and play on the high ground, because you definitely high ground advantage will definitely lead you to more information, and more information will definitely lead you to more uh easier jump. Yeah. So I guess that's all for me for today, and thank you very much. See you later.